Thank you. The markets are in a tailspin, and almost the entire market is in negative territory. So it's quite a difficult time for swing trading, and we'll try to look at stocks today, all the stocks, and even your stocks that you want to look at. Hi, hello. Thanks for joining. Okay, we'll start off. Stock picking and taking stock. First off, I'm not a SEBI registered analyst, so all the discussions we do here are not investment recommendations or trading recommendations. They are purely for educational purpose. You already know that we do. I prefer to do chart analysis through Bollinger Bands and EMS, so that's what we will be doing. Hello, thanks for joining. Thanks. That's what we will be doing, and we use a couple of tools for picking stocks. We are using the charting screener. So according to our the setup that we want, we'll use a charting screener to find out if there are any stocks. And some streams back, some sessions back, I told you about a trading journal. If you are maintaining a trading journal, that will help you to keep record of what decisions you have made and what mistakes you have made. So yes, we will look at your stocks also. So this is the trading journal that I just maintained this. So Gujarat Gas, when we first did it on 7th April, we found out Gujarat Gas and Walk Pharma, which had a good setup, but because the entire market is in negative territory, so both of them have hit the stop loss, right? So what is the deviation? No deviation. We are just moving according to our setup, right? So no deviation. The stop loss that we had decided for it has hit the stop loss, and we exit the stock when it has hit the stop loss. No deviation at all. We'll check what has happened with Escorts and Hero Moto Corp, because last week the auto index was doing well, but today everything is in negative territory. So most probably that has also hit the stop loss, but we'll look at it. Yeah. So all in all, because the market is in a totally negative sentiment, totally bearish mode, so it is a very difficult time for swing trading. But the main thing in this is to follow your setup. Follow your setup. There can be what we do is that we because we follow the risk reward ratio. Look at the risk reward ratio is 3.19, 3, 4.48, 4.58. So even if if we follow this risk reward ratio, what will happen is that even if 30 to 40% of our calls go right, we will still be in profit. Okay, so that is why the risk reward ratio is so important when we are looking. Yes, we will look at all the stocks. HDFC also we will look at it. What has happened today is more important. So whether we will see whether it has this thing, whether it is I think last time we had looked at HDFC and we wanted to see whether we get the confirmation candle or not. It was doing a reversal from the lows, but the confirmation candle was, we were supposed to wait. So today I think everything is in negative. So you see Nifty again below the 20 SMA. It was trying to consolidate here, but with today's fall, it has taken out the low, which was 16,888 previous week, and before that 16,824. So today it has decisively taken out the low. 16,677 is today's close, and 16,623 is the low today. So the entire market is in a bearish sentiment, and it is likely to go down further. Because it's just breaking the low, right? So let's all the indices is the same story. Look at bank index. Bank index also has taken the taken out the low of the previous thing. IT is very low. IT is below the lower Bollinger Band. So all the stocks in IT are extremely in the bearish mode. Okay? FMCG was holding. Last time we saw FMCG was holding, and it is still trying to hold, but the overall sentiment is bearish. So it is still not, it is still above the 20 SMA. That is good, but it is still trying to hold, and the overall sentiment is extremely bearish. Nifty Auto was what we had seen last time, but look at this. Last time it was above the 20 SMA. It was strong, and but this week it has broken the 20 SMA and come down. So again, Nifty Auto is also in negative territory. Nifty Metals, anything in metals above the 20 SMA, but still going down. Pharma also below 20 SMA, still going down, so nothing in pharma. FMCG we already had a look. Energy, I think this is okay. Nifty Energy is basically the major stock, and this is Reliance. So okay. And the thing I wanted to tell you also was the mid cap. You see, the mid cap is also going down. A few weeks before, mid cap was strong, but mid cap is also going down, and the small cap is also going down. So there is almost nothing has been left out, right? The entire market is down. The entire market is bearish, and therefore it is very, very difficult time for a swing trader. It's very difficult time for a swing trader. This is the ideal time to sit out and watch and wait for opportunities. Yeah, this is that kind of time. Okay, we will look at the individual stocks also. Yeah, your stocks. Let's look at Ultratech Cement. See, it came close to the 20 SMA, but now it has broken the previous week low. Previous week low was 6,520, and today's low is 6,501. Right, so it has broken the previous week low. It is bound to go down further along with the market. Right, so it came to 20 SMA. It was trying to consolidate over there, stayed there for a few weeks, but now it is breaking the low. So it's bound to go down. Britannia. Britannia tried to go above the 20 SMA, but a huge sell-off from the top. Right, a huge sell-off from the top, and it has come below the 20 SMA. So unless it holds here and goes above 20 again, it is difficult. But the FMCG index, we saw the FMCG index was trying to hold, but it was although it was above the 20 SMA, it was on a bearish territory. Yeah. So this is above the 20 SMA, so it is trying to hold, but we are not sure because the overall market is so weak. So it may not be able to hold this. It may not be able. If the entire market is down, then everything will come down together with it. Yeah, so it might not be able to hold the 20, even though right now it is above the 20 SMA. So Britannia is also showing the same kind of thing. It is trying to hold. But it might not be able to because the entire market is down. Right? So you see the huge sell-off from the top. It went quite above up to 3590 and huge sell-off from the top. SMA is what? SMA is the simple moving average. This middle line here is the 20 SMA. Yeah, simple moving average period 20. And it is also the median of the Bollinger Band indicator. That is the SMA. Right. HDFC. We had looked at HDFC last time, and we were supposed to wait for the confirmation candle. and the confirmation candle has not come. So this is a reversal. This is the previous green candle is the reversal from the lower Bollinger Band. And this time, this week, it was if we had crossed what is the high, 2283, and this week we have not crossed 2200. It came close. 2278 is the high for this week. So we have to wait for confirmation. Unless we cannot this trade is not triggered, unless it takes out the high of the previous week. This trade is not triggered, and it has not triggered till now. And with the kind of sell-off that is coming from the top, difficult, right? Let's also look at HDFC Bank, because both of them go together. HDFC Bank is a red candle in this week, even though it had broken the high. 1404.75 last week, 1406. Okay, it just broke by 1 rupee the high, and then came down equally fast. So unlikely that this will go up very fast, because the overall sentiment is so weak. That's why. Okay, what is it, Maruti? No, it is not, because it went above the 20 SMA and again came down, and it has broke the previous week low. It is about to break the previous previous second week low. So it is about to break that, and if it breaks that, it is going to go down further. So what is that? It is 7350. 7350 right now. It is at 7397. So if it breaks 7350, it's going to go down further. So none of the stocks, you will see that none of the stocks are in bullish mode right now. Everything is in bearish mode. Even the mid cap index and the small cap index is in the bearish mode. That means the broader market, it is not just the Nifty 50. The broader market is also going down. It is completely bearish sentiment. So if as a swing trader, there will be very less chances, if any. But it will be good to wait and watch. Okay, so this is the 1020 crossover screener that I have put over here, and it is in the weekly. Okay, so what I've done is weekly EMA 10 crossed above the weekly EMA 20. Yes, the LIC IPO, I did a stream just before we did that. So we did a stream for the LIC IPO. So there are a lot of factors that we discussed, and overall it seems that there will be a minor amount of listing gains, but in the long term, it will go like any other PSU stock, right? That's what I feel. Nykaa, Paytm, Zomato, the stock in the short term moves on the sentiment, and in the long term it has to move on profitability. So Paytm and Zomato are not profitable, right? They are not making profits. And Nykaa, I'm not sure. I think it's a profitable company. I have to check that. Let's check Nykaa whether it is. Where is it? So where is it? Nykaa. Yeah, so see, in the last 3 years, it was the net profit was minus 28 crores, minus 25 crores, minus 17 crores. Just this year, just before the IPO, right, it is 62 crores profit, right? So we have to wait and watch whether this is actually going to consistently make profits like this or not. That is the issue here. The other problem is that the stock price earnings is 1,261. That means the price at which it is trading right now is 1,261 times the earning, right? So the earning has to catch up. It's got a long way to go, long way to go. 1,261 times the earning. That's what the PE says. So it has a long way to go, and if the earnings will catch up, then we will see then we will be able to see a consistent rise in price, which is justified. But all the other, you see, Zomato is here. Zomato return on capital employed minus 12%. 197 is your PTM, so it's minus 18%. So all of these are loss-making entities, and they have to come to profitability in order for it to make any gains in the long term. So in the short term, the stock market price will move according to sentiment, but in the long term, the company has to make a profit, and it has to make a consistent profit. Okay, then the stock price will move up in the long term. But as of now, looking at this data right in front of us, it seems like there is a long way to go. Yes. So Vijay, I'm not doing fundamental analysis and macro analysis, so I can't tell you about the sector in terms of the fundamental analysis. But what I can tell you is this: I can tell you what the Nifty reality index is saying. Yes, we'll look at it from the charts, on the charts. See, on the weekly charts, from the previous 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the 5th week, it is going down continuously. It has broken the last week low, and expected to go down further. That is the reality index. Okay, so DLF is also major part of the index. So let's see what the DLF stock says. It will not be, the story will not be very different from the index. Same story, right? So previous there was some handsome gains. It went above the 20 SMA, and then from there on it weakened, and in the last 4 weeks it has done quite a bit of major reversal, and after it went below the 20 SMA, this week it has seen quite a major breakdown. So it is in all likelihood, until the market sentiment improves overall, it is likely to go down. So so that's what we can say. I'm not doing a macro fundamental analysis, but I'm just looking at the price charts. Okay, so what I'm telling you is short term. Did I miss any stock? Indus Towers and IDBI. Okay. Same story. Not even able to reach 20 SMA. See, it is this one candle was very bullish. Almost it is a bullish engulfing candle, but no follow through, and came back equally quickly. So very weak, very weak. And what is the other one? IDBI. IDBI का तो क्या कहना यार? Same story. It's all going down. UPL, yes, I wanted to see UPL because I think a couple of weeks back we saw UPL, and UPL was was the only positive stock in a negative market. Even now, this seems to be one of the rare positive stocks in a negative market. Look, no green, no red candle. It is still green, even though there is selling from the top. It has not gone down so much. All right, it is still trying and holding that range. So good. It is still trying to holding that range. I think we can keep a if you're already holding it, you can keep a 20 SMA as your stop loss. So your 20 SMA is around 773. This is holding in such a negative market. That's very good. That's very good. What is it? Pharma. How is Unichem? Unichem. Gone down. Gone down. So this week it has crossed below the 20 SMA, closed below the 20 SMA. So it's going to go down further. Yeah, so that will be the common story. So UPL is one exception that we saw, but that will be the common story across the board. So I wanted to look at this. The IndusInd Bank is showing a weekly cross above on the EMA, the 10 and 20 EMA. Yeah. So IndusInd Bank, there has been a cross of the 10 EMA has crossed above the 20 EMA, although there is sell-off from the top. So let us look at it on the Bollinger Bands. There is sell-off from the top, but still trying to hold that range. In this kind of, although it has given a crossover here, a market, it is very difficult to take this trade. It's not the ideal setup. And with this kind of a market sentiment also, it is very difficult to to take any trade right now. So I wanted to look at the bullish reversal also. HDFC Bank is what is coming up on the screener for the Bollinger Band reversal. We already had a look right now. Yeah. Yeah, we already had a look at this. So it crossed the high by a very small margin, 1 or 2 rupees here, but then it came down again. So even though it is showing on the screener as a reversal, this is not the time to enter into this trade because of the overall bearish sentiment on the market. Yes, it is better to hold before investing in this kind of market, because you don't know where it is going to end. That is the reason. We cannot predict a low for the market. So I just want to show you Nifty on the monthly. You see this? This is the monthly chart, and this is Nifty index. Now this is 10 EMA and this is 20 EMA. The orange one is the 10 EMA, and the violet one is the 20 EMA. Now look at this. In the last let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, Nifty has been consolidating in the same range, and now in the 7th month, it has broken the 10 EMA and closed below the 10 EMA on the monthly chart. Which means it is not going up. It is not showing a very strong sign of going up. In fact, it is showing extreme weakness at this point of time. And let's say if the negative sentiment continues, okay, in the month of March, we made a low of 15,671. Okay, and right now the 20 EMA on the monthly chart is 15,747. So says 15. Able to hear me? Okay, great. Sorry for the break. Sorry for the internet issues. Yeah. Okay. What I was saying was that Nifty on the monthly charts has broken the 10 EMA and closed below the 10 EMA. So this is my assessment. My assessment is that on the monthly charts, it will come to this low, which is that it has made in the month of March, which is 15,671. You're not able to see the screen? Oh, okay. Okay, great. Great. Yes. Sorry for that break in between. Sorry.